same team. But man, I'll tell you what, the way the football world and everybody embraced my family and me and my brother playing against each other for the first time, two brothers playing against each other in the Super Bowl. It was
a cocky kid from Westlake, Ohio, nearly thrown off course by a failed drug test, now sitting on Super Bowl rings, a hit podcast, and a life that looks unreal from the outside. In 2025, Travis Kelce isn't just the Kansas City Chiefs superstar tight end, he's a $90 million brand, a man who can go from Arrowhead's roar to a quiet night in a $6 million estate, from film study with his brother Jason to date night with Taylor Swift. His days move between football, business, and a lifestyle built with intention, not impulse. But to understand how he ended up with mansions, luxury cars, and global attention, you have to understand what almost took it all away. Because before the houses and headlines, there was a kid crying after youth games, a teenager getting suspended, and a college player who hit rock bottom. That's where the real story begins. Travis Michael Kelce was born on October 5, 1989, in Westlake, Ohio, a quiet suburb outside Cleveland where backyards felt like training grounds. His dad, Ed, a former college football player turned steel company sales executive, brought grit. His mom, Donna, a former track athlete turned banker, brought order. They raised Travis and his older brother Jason in a modest 3-bedroom home where money was steady but never excessive, and sports were more than an activity. They were the family language. The living room became a wrestling ring. Donna, whistle in hand, acted as referee while the boys tried to pin each other without breaking lamps. Sundays meant church at St. Mary of the Falls, where Travis served as an altar boy before racing off to whatever game was next. He excelled early: quarterback in football, point guard in basketball, shortstop in baseball. But the confidence that made him magnetic on the field sometimes backfired. Coaches benched him, teachers rolled their eyes. He gained a reputation for being a little too loud, a little too confident, and a little too sure the rules didn't quite apply to him. He wasn't immune to doubt. As a chubby kid with a bold personality, he heard jokes. A painful loss at 14 left him in tears until his dad delivered a message he never forgot. Champions fall, but they rise with purpose. That moment planted a seed of resilience. But college would test that resilience harder than anything he faced in Ohio. Travis followed Jason to the University of Cincinnati in 2008. He arrived as a quarterback, full of swagger, but needing to prove he belonged. Then came 2010, the failed drug test and the suspension that stopped everything cold. No practice, no games, no excuses. He has since described that period as hitting rock bottom, the moment he realized talent alone wasn't enough. The dream was slipping away. But that low point forced a choice: fade out or rebuild. Travis chose to rebuild. The coaching staff moved him to tight end, a position demanding strength, discipline, and humility. Instead of resisting the switch, he embraced it. He learned routes, blocking schemes, and footwork. He started catching passes with the same fire he once threw them. The work paid off. His production climbed, and scouts noticed. The once suspended player evolved into a legitimate NFL prospect. In 2013, the Kansas City Chiefs drafted him in the 3rd round, 63rd. His rookie year was slowed by injury, but he learned the system, watched veterans, and built trust with coach Andy Reid. Then came the explosion. Seasons with huge catch totals, multiple years crossing the 1,000-yard mark, and new chemistry with Patrick Mahomes that changed the tight end position. Suddenly, Travis wasn't just great. He was historic. Super Bowls followed. Clutch catches followed. Accolades piled up. By the mid-2020s, he wasn't simply a Pro Bowler. Analysts argued he was one of the greatest tight ends to ever play. The success turned into real money: NFL contracts, playoff bonuses, brand deals, and the wildly successful New Heights podcast with Jason. By 2025, his net worth approached $90 million. But Travis didn't just save it. He built a life around it. 3 homes, each representing a different version of him. The crown jewel is the Leawood estate near Kansas City, the $6 million property he purchased in 2023. You enter through tall gates on the 3.5 acres of privacy. Inside, the centerpiece is a club-style lounge with a full bar and space built for friends and teammates. Nearby, a 2-level movie theater with tiered seating hosts film study and game nights. The primary suite upstairs feels like a retreat, with dual bathrooms and a quiet sitting area. Downstairs, the home gym rivals professional facilities. complete with recovery spaces and a sauna. Step outside and you reach a pool designed like a resort, with wide decks and room for nighttime gatherings. This home isn't just luxury, it's balance.
When he wants warmth and water instead of Midwest winters, he escapes to Boca Raton, Florida. There, he rents a high-end property in the Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club at around $20,000 a month. It has 6 bedrooms, spa-style bathrooms, a yoga and fitness area, and a lagoon-style pool with waterfalls. It's where he goes to recharge, away from stadium noise and media obligations. His earlier Kansas City home in the Briarcliff West area is the grounded one. Bought for under $1 million, it's 5 bedrooms of comfort, 2 family rooms, a functional kitchen, and a family-friendly pool. Not fancy, not flashy, but real. The kind of place where you imagine game day meals and quiet nights with people who knew him long before fame. Then there are the cars. Travis's garage in 2025 could be mistaken for a showroom. First is the Rolls-Royce Ghost, a $350,000 machine that embodies quiet luxury. It's not loud or aggressive. It glides. For a man used to roaring crowds, the silence inside the Ghost feels like control. Next comes the Aston Martin Vanquish, worth roughly $300,000. Sleek, sharp, fast. This is the car for late-night drives, highway runs, and moments when he wants the road to remind him what speed feels like. Balancing the lineup is the Mercedes-AMG 633, around $180,000. Big, boxy, and unmistakable. It's the SUV he uses on training days, cold mornings, and everyday errands. Practical and powerful, a symbol of consistency. But behind the houses and cars is a man still tied tightly to his roots. His parents remain central figures. Ed is the quiet authority who set the tone early. Donna is the calm force who traveled the country watching her sons climb the ranks of football. Their bond shows in every interview and every game day interaction. Then there's Jason, his big brother, best friend, and now business partner. Their podcast, New Heights, became one of the most popular shows in the country, blending humor, honesty, and real conversations. Jason's retirement brought a new chapter, freeing the brothers to grow their brand even more. And then there is Taylor Swift. What began with a playful shout-out turned into a connection that changed the scale of Travis's fame. By 2025, their relationship was strong, steady, and public. Their careers are wildly different, yet they intersect in drive, discipline, and storytelling. Her appearances at Chiefs games and his presence near tour dates made them one of the most recognizable couples in the world. Beyond fame, Travis built the 87 and Running Foundation to give opportunities to underserved youth. Camps, scholarships, and community programs became part of his legacy. He doesn't present it like charity, he talks about it like responsibility, remembering the moments when one mentor made the difference. His journey hasn't been flawless. The college suspension, emotional sideline moments, and public mistakes all shaped him. But instead of hiding them, he used them. He spoke about growth, maturity, and mental health, proving that resilience matters more than perfection. By 2025, Travis Kelce's lifestyle looks polished from the outside. Mansions, cars, income streams, championships, and a global spotlight. But underneath the wealth is a pattern he has repeated since childhood. Fall, adjust, grow, advance. The kid who cried after losses and clashed with coaches became the man who built a life defined not just by success, but by resilience, family, love, and purpose. His homes show balance. His cars show reward. His relationships show grounding. His foundation shows gratitude. And his story shows how someone can start in a small Ohio suburb and end up shaping not just games, but culture.